Hey Divas, this is dating and relationship coach Sami Winder. I specialize in helping successful career women who are ready to prioritize their love lives and their romantic relationships. If you're joining me live or you are watching this on replay, give me a quick hi in the comments. Let me know where you're joining from. This is the second last day of the Feminine Energy Marathon. You can be proud of yourself for showing up. I am proud of myself for doing this. Trust me, there were times where I just wanted to relax in my bed, read in my book, and not go live. But I teach women how to make a commitment to themselves. And so I have to honor the commitment I have made to all you beautiful divas. Okay, so today we're talking about why feminine energy is going to give you the big results in your love life. So, what do I mean by big results? By big results, I mean if you're a single woman, feminine energy is going to be the one concept that is going to be game changing in how you approach men, how you approach romantic relationships. And I don't mean physically approach men. What I mean is how you look at the world of men and romantic relationships. So, if you're single, the big result is that feminine energy is going to be the concept that is going to take you from A, being single and wondering why things are not working out for you with the guys that you do like, with the men that you do like, and then going all the way to your big dreams. Maybe you desire to have a family. Maybe you desire to get married. Maybe you desire the ring. Maybe you desire to buy a house and have a baby with the man you love. Whatever your big love goals are, feminine energy is going to help you achieve that. Now, it's the same thing for women in relationships and married women. It's going to help you score on the big goals and desires that you have. So maybe the sex and physical intimacy in your relationship is down. Tuning into your femininity is going to give you that big result of enhancing the attraction you feel with your man. So many women are told, wear more sexy lingerie or, spray more perfume. And of course, all those things have their place, but they are never as effective as a woman shifting the energy in which she is showing up in her relationship. Now, feminine energy is also going to give you the big goal or, help you meet your desire of, you know, making your partner, making is a masculine word, inspiring your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, to pay more attention to your feelings and your emotional well being, and to actually want to know what is going on within you. So, this is a huge result because so many times our Elevate clients, and by the way, doors are closing tomorrow. If you're still not in, now is the time to join us. The next time Elevate opens, the prices are going to be reflecting the value, the true value of the program, and also all my evolution and all my experience that I have gathered in coaching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women to their love success. So if you still haven't signed up, email support@samiwonder.com, send me a DM directly. But tomorrow is the last day. I can't believe it. We're closing doors tomorrow. Okay, so this is a big result that a lot of our clients who are in the relationships group and the marriage group of Elevate, they desire to have, which is, I so wish my partner would want to be more in tune with how I feel, with what I think, but most often I get the impression that he's not interested, or even if I try to share my feelings, like it's too much for him. And this is where feminine energy is going to help you get this big result of, getting your partner to be more attentive to you, to be closer to you. And of course, you're wondering how, and the how is really deep work that we do inside the program, where we will show you how, by embodying your feminine energy, you can actually inspire your partner, your man, to pay close attention to your feeling world, your emotional state, your thoughts, your things, your needs, and your desires. So those are the big results we're talking about. Of course, embodying your feminine energy is also going to help you attract and manifest the big result of, taking your relationship to the next level. So a lot of, because BBC and the Daily Mail called me the Get the Ring coach, a lot of women who come to me are already in long-term relationships, and they are, their guy is not proposing somehow. Some of them have been in the relationship for 2 years, some for 5, some for 10, and no proposal and long-term commitment is happening. And so, feminine energy embodiment, and I don't just mean softness by that. I don't just mean be submissive, be sweet, be nice, because that's never going to work. And I know that. And I know that there are coaches in the love coaching industry who teach women to not have boundaries and not be strong. But once you step inside Elevate, you will see that my definition of femininity is very different from the definition of femininity that so many other coaches teach. So I'm not just about femininity being about vulnerability and feelings. I'm also a lot about femininity being about strength. And so when our clients come to us and they want to get the ring, we coach them and we give them the mentorship that is needed in order to not just display their vulnerability and femininity, but also to display their strength in the relationship. So, I've had so many clients. I can think of a client, Jessica, and she was in this 6-year-old relationship when she came to us, and she signed up for private support. I mean, in all transparency, it wasn't Elevate. But Jessica's boyfriend back then, she told me, like, he's the love of my life, and we have 2 children together. But there's just something that happens when we talk about the proposal and when we talk about the ring. And he just backs off, gets angry, gets agitated, gets irritable. And I am so scared, but I am really coming to that point within myself where I realize that I cannot just go on forever, be the mother of his children, and not be his wife and not have any legal, access to, everything that we are literally creating together. And we gave Jessica some amazing coaching. I remember her feeling so scared implementing what I asked her to implement. And I will not say it was a cakewalk. I think it was really hard for her. For me, as an expert, when I give advice, it's like 9 out of 10, it works. And so, I sit on the other side and I know what I'm saying is going to work for this person. But of course, for the person receiving the advice, it is far more emotional and far more scary. But Jessica invested thousands of euros to work with me one on one. And so she was committed to doing what I asked her to do. And lo and behold, I think it was the 3rd month into the coaching that, her boyfriend proposed, but there was big drama and showdown and difficult conversations. So I don't want to make the path look like it was a cakewalk. But yeah, that's my definition of femininity. It's not just about being sweet and nice. It's totally about being a strong woman who knows what she wants and is able to ask for what she wants without being a bitch, without being rude, without being unkind. And I think that is the skill to master. And that is the skill that I'm so good at teaching. So there's somebody in the comments who's saying that, do you believe in the Get the Ring coach title that they've given you? Yes, of course, I'm very proud of it. I think there are people out there in the media, when you are somebody who's visible, and I'm very, very visible in the media. What I've learned is that there are people who are going to take the title and like find a reason to make it look bad, and criticize it, like, oh, she's all about getting the ring. And then there are people out there who just who are amazed that so many of my clients actually get the ring and are in happy, healthy, loving relationships. So, for me personally, I think what's important is that I do not work with people who are just about getting the ring. It's important that, my clients and the women I help understand that the ring is a beautiful, expression of the love that should already be existing in the relationship. Okay, so that's my answer to that. And of course, I love the BBC and Daily Mail for loving me. So, yes, absolutely, I love that title. Okay, so let's just finish with this today. I'm sure all of you who are watching this right now or will watch this on replay, you've probably done courses on boundaries. You've probably done courses on communication. You've probably done courses on, sexual intimacy and physical intimacy. Maybe you've done couples counseling. Maybe you've been to a matchmaker trying to get them, paying them thousands and trying to get them to match you with the right guy, hoping that when the right guy shows up, it will work out. Maybe you have hired dating agents. Maybe you are paying a lot of money to dating websites and, in the paid section and trying to get more elite matches. And just stop and look at what of this is working for you. Of course, I believe all these things are important. I have some matchmaker friends and I love them. They've not really worked for my clients. For my clients, my coaching and my programs and my methodology has worked more than anything else. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that even though boundaries is an important part of the work I do, communication is an important part of the work I do, self love is an important part of the work I do. Um, um, Communication, boundaries, self love, matchmaking, all of these things are important in helping you get results, but they are not the key factor. Okay? If communication was the only thing that could enhance marriages and relationships, then marriages wouldn't break. If being able to speak your boundaries was the only thing required to maintain a healthy romantic relationship, then you can just do a boundary course and it should be enough, but it's not enough. If taking a sexual intimacy course could enhance our emotional intimacy in our relationships, then we could just take a sexual intimacy course and, have the results we want. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that while all these elements are important, they are not the driving element in the success of a relationship. The driving element in the success of a relationship is feminine energy. And this is why my huge focus on feminine energy, and my huge focus not just on feminine energy, but also in breaking down feminine energy and being able to explain it to career minded professional women who are busy, who don't have a lot of time, and who don't understand what it means to be in their feminine. It's not like they don't want to, right? It's they're curious, they're eager to learn, they're coachable, but they just don't know how to do it. And that's the question I am so good at solving, because I am at my core, I'm an ambitious woman, I'm a hardworking woman, I have a lot of empowered masculine energy. And I came across all these teachers of feminine energy and I just couldn't understand them. I just couldn't learn from them in a way that I could actually take that information and use it in my dating life, in my marriage. And this is why my methodology is so special. This is why, I've had clients who actually teach feminine energy to hundreds and thousands of women. I'm not kidding, hundreds and thousands of women. And they come and learn about feminine energy from me. And they tell me, Sami, the way you break it down, nuts and bolts, how to, I don't know anybody else in the industry who's doing that. So that is my gift, that is my strength. And while I do teach communication, boundaries, and all of those beautiful elements that are important in making relationships successful, I still believe that feminine energy is the most game-changing factor when it comes to having healthy romantic relationships. And that's why this is where I invite all of you to focus on, because if you get this element right, you can learn the rest. But this is the part that is really, truly game changing. Okay. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining. I think by now you all know about Elevate, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. I think with one day left for doors to close, the right women will reach out to us at support@samiwunder.com or book their spot from the emails that we are sending. And I am very excited and already preparing our first call that is happening this Saturday with the team. It's the intention setting call where we're going to lay the foundation of how the next 6 months of life coaching support are going to look inside Elevate. So if you're in a relationship or married and you're looking to make your good relationship great and take it from good to amazing, blissful, joyful, then Elevate Relationships Group is right for you. If you're single, even if you've read a lot of books, even if you've tried a lot of coaches, I truly believe that Elevate is a class apart in the industry. And the reason why I don't, completely reveal everything that is inside Elevate is because I really want you to like step in and take that risk, to like take that leap of faith and to commit to the program, and then come and discover why we get such amazing results for our clients and why we have such a high retention rate of almost 65%, right? Like out of 100 clients, 65 are staying with us for the next round. So I think if you're feeling called to the program, we just have one day left, after which the doors will close tightly. We don't joke about this. And so if you're going to have major FOMO, um, totally up to you based on your choice today. But the next time Elevate opens will be around February 2023. And by then, the investment in the program will be $8,888. So right now, you can still get in for $5,555. If you're a former Leap into Love client or a former Elevate client, you get a special offer from us for Elevate. So reach out, send us a DM, send us an email on support@samiwunder.com. And remember that we have a brand new payment plan for $650 over 9 months. And you can pay in USD or euros, whatever works for you. So that is my heartfelt invitation. It is truly now or never, because the doors are closing tightly and firmly tomorrow. And then we're going to pay attention 100% to the women who have said yes. So I'm excited to see you inside Elevate, and I look forward to hearing from you tonight. Lots of love. Thank you for joining.